Hello, this is Jim, Fat Cat Market Garden, December 16th, 2017, 37 degrees, Zone 6B, 7, and it's about 1 o'clock. If I said that, 1 o'clock. This right here was delivered yesterday. That's the second load from yesterday. So I guess that means around this garden space here on the road. I didn't really use too much in walkways. Used mostly leaves. That this is about 7 loads of wood chips. I'm going to need some more in between the Bradford pears and down the way for the plant the Arctic kiwis. And I'm going to need some more, a couple more in this area right here. And then behind me up on the roadway, this area here could probably take 4 more loads. Yeah, it's getting enough resources for the projects you want to do. Little bits is sometimes you don't get as much as you like. I don't know if I'm going to get enough leaves this year. There's another pile here. That's the compost pile that was tore apart. I moved it, then just threw this pallet back up on the front just to keep the chickens out. I don't know. I'll cover this in this area right here. It's the old orchards here when I got here. I'll cover all this with wood chips if I keep getting them. I have to fill this roadway right in here. Is my little roadway in front of the blueberries. Of course, I need to fill the blueberries in, but I'm really concerned to transplant my blueberries down in the floodplain. I'm definitely going to put some down in there, but it'll save me on watering. I have some mounds set up, and okay. So these are the raspberries. I'm gonna stake them up. Stake all these up this year. Take the ones that have extra ones that rooted, take them out, put them along the property line where brambles should be. You know, let them grow wild. The ginkgo berries here, gotta put some string on them once they get supple again. Some still have leaves on down there. Let's see. Let's walk over there and look at those ginkgos. They're pretty hardy. So this pile of leaves here. I'm going to try to keep this. Just leaves. The bees are in. Too cold for my girls' pie. Yeah. So it's not a bad little pile of leaves. The temperature's supposed to go up in the 40s tomorrow, so I'll turn it. It's cooking underneath, I'm sure it is. I might condense it. And if I condense it, it'll be easier to keep heated up. The cold won't penetrate it as much. But then to aerate, it's going to take a little more effort. And I'm not sure I want to turn all this into leaf mold. I might want to use a lot of it as it is. I haven't really decided yet. You know, just as a mulch. There's buckwheat left in the field there. Down there we have the... Now let me take you down there and show you. I don't know if I've ever taken you all down there. Just a little tour right now. There's a little wetland area in here. There's a little pond action going on. This is a strip of canna. This is another variety under these wood chips. And right here. There's another strip of canvas I had. A few strips of canvas here and there. And here's a little wet area. Now the sun, since it comes in from the right, I'm going to leave the Phragmites up on the right to block the water. Take the ones out on the left here, so I have access to the water. It's not so hard getting in there. And open this up so I can enjoy it a little more. I'm working on this bank. This is some of that material there. This is one of the places I'm going to plant blueberries. This is all low in here. I'm going to put more of these rows in. Basically the dirt pile right. Well, this is a hugel mound I haven't done. This is dirt from that. That's another hugel mound right there. This dirt in here is good dirt I brought down in the little white pickup truck. And where you see a bucket, I'm gonna pull that out. So what I did was I put dirt in, and I put some wood chips on top of the dirt, and I'll pull the pots out, put a little more dirt at the bottom of those pots, and the compost dirt I've made. I'll put the blueberry plant on top of that dirt, backfill it with good dirt again, and then cover it all in wood chips to keep it moist. So I'll raise it to ground level, just about this ground level that's here, which is in a floodplain, but the grass doesn't kill the grass out. So I should get some pretty good results here, I think, if I have the acidity right. These plants should do really well here because as they're shallow rooted, the water should wick up nice. So we'll see. That's what I'm hesitating. I prefer to transplant in the fall, and there's just too much going on this year. So, but because the conditions, I'm going to transplant these in the springtime. I'll be okay with that. This hugel mound here has got some work to do. You can see some of the logs sticking out of it. And over on the other side of that pile of dirt over there, up there, that's from a strip. I have a couple strips all the way up the other side of the property. This is over here on this side. It's another hugel mound I put here. But I'm going to put some more of these blueberry strips in. Now, that's a big pile of sod that came from this bed over here. I'm going to flip that a couple more times. Make sure I compost all the sod that was in there from this place, from this field in here. And I'll reuse it somewhere. I gotta figure what I'm gonna do with it. I have wood chips I have in the past piled up in the back. I got a little stock down here. Let me turn that up again to show you. And there's some old wood chips in there that pile up there, and some new ones that are being brought in. So these are, well, this underneath these wood chips here, this big pile here, that's all canvas in there. They dropped it off in between those fence posts. They dropped a big pile, and I just pushed it all up on the canvas. By the time I put them out, about a foot on either side of the bed, and it comes springtime, it'll be manageable. You know, pull them back from the canvas, right, pile it up. Now, back there, that's another hugel mound, and another hugel mound. And it gets low back here, and actually in this area, back over there, there's a, you zoom in a little more. Well, back there, there's a drainage goes underneath that fence. So this is the south-facing side. So the sun beats down on this side, and it's a little higher. Comes out of this floodplain that I'm standing in now. So it's a prime area, and it has better soil than the rest of the property. So this is this little triangle in here from my right to my left, back to the corner of the property. It goes into the woods about 20, 30 feet. I'm in the woods 20, 30 feet. This area right here is like a really prime soil. So I'm hesitant to go in there and plant anything yet, because that's the best area. But it's the furthest away from the house too. So there's going to be some type of nursery, you know. Definitely at least 2, maybe 4 fig trees down here, 5, a lot of everything. I guess along the edges I'm going to put a lot of everything, whatever they are, and fill this in a little bit. And the center I'm not quite sure of yet, but we'll get to it. I'll get to it, you know. So here's looking up a little bit, and back in there is where I'm going to, because it's all shade back in that corner behind the pond, on this Phragmites, back up in this area. It's very nice and cool in the summertime, shaded all over it because of the trees when they fill out. So I'm going to work in that area and put a lot of wood chips in there so it's easier for me to use, cut some of the brambles out, things like that. Okay, hey, well, thanks for joining me today, and hopefully I'll start my worm compost bin. It's a 100-gallon tank. Talk to you soon.